Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we have another Magic the Gathering pack opening video, but unlike anything you've seen before, we're going to be opening packs from across the last 12 years of Magic. I have here 15 different packs from 15 different sets that we're going to be opening, some of which I have never had the privilege of opening before. So we're going to be looking at lots of new cards today. It's going to be a great time, but I do have to ask that you guys subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this one. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite Magic set of all time is. We've got packs all the way back from 2014, like this one here, Born of the Gods, and I cannot wait to get into this. It is a real honor to be able to open packs from Magic's history, and for that I have to give a huge shout out to MTG Gym on Instagram and Manapool for providing us with the packs for this video. You guys can click their link in the description for all your Magic the Gathering needs. They have a huge variety of product at some of the best prices you'll find online. So once again, MTG Gym, thank you for making today's video possible. All right, I've got all of our packs here randomized, and we're gonna just go in no particular order. Here we go. We are starting with the Final Fantasy Play Booster. This set came out in June 2025, and the two chase cards right now are the Buster Sword and VV. So we've got ourselves a bird token, a land, an uncommon foil, Garnet, Princess of Alexandria. Summon Primal Odin is our rare. This is a Saga Knight. Destroy target creature an opponent controls. Then stage 2, this creature gains whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. And then stage 3, draw 2 cards, each player loses 2 life. Very cool. And then Sid, Timeless Artificer, Ring of the Lucy, Gaius Van Balzar, Giot, King of the Dwarves, Crossroads Village, Laughing Mad, Rook Turret, Magitech Infantry, Gabu Gardener, Call the Mountain Chocobo, and Shinra Reinforcements. I loved the Final Fantasy set of Magic, some really great cards in that set, but that was our first booster. Up next, we've got Avatar: The Last Airbender. This set came out in November of 2025. The two big chase cards are Badger Mold Cub and Wan Shi Tong Librarian. Let's go ahead and open her on up. All right, we've got Boomy Bash, Foggy Swamp Hunters, Watery Grasp, Zhong Deserters, Walltop Sentries, Firebending Lesson, Kyoshi Warriors, Aang's Journey, Bitter Work, Boomerang Basics, Team Avatar, and our rare is Foggy Swamp Visions. As an additional cost to cast the spell, Waterbend X. Exile X target creature cards from graveyards. For each creature card exiled this way, create a token that's a copy of it. At the beginning of your next end step, sacrifice those tokens. Pretty cool for just 3 mana, and I've never seen that card before. In the foil slot, we've got Yip Yip, and then our basic land. Very cool. And now we've got Tarkir Dragonstorm. This set came out in April of 2025. The two chase cards are currently 2 Planeswalkers, Elspeth, Stormslayer, which is a token doubler. And then we have Ugin, Eye of the Storms, which if you've ever played against in a colorless deck is disgusting. So here we go. All right, we've got Sagu Pummeler, Unending Whisper, Arashan Sunshield, Shock Brigade, Abzan Devotee, Trade Route Envoy, Jade Cast Sentinel, Glacial Dragon Hunt, Desperate Measures, Kintree Severance, and our rare is Roar of the Endless Song, 2 and Teamer. Stages 1 and 2 create a 5/5 green elephant creature token, and then stage 3 is double the power and toughness of each creature you control until end of turn. Pretty cool. We've got another rare, Corey Steelcutter. There we go. This is a really nice piece of equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1, has trample and haste, and flurry. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, create a 1/1 monk creature token with prowess, and you can attach this equipment to it. So really good token enabler, really good in prowess decks. And then we have Essence Anchor as our foil. and a land. All right, so far we've been opening up more of the modern packs, but we're going to be opening one of our first pieces of history here with Magic the Gathering Rivals of Ixalan. This is not a set that I am admittedly that familiar with, as you guys may or may not know if you're new to the channel. My very first Magic the Gathering set was Spider-Man, so as a newer player, it's really cool for me to go back and see how the cards have evolved over time. And this particular set came out in January of 2018. Looks like the two most valuable cards are Polyraptor and the Immortal Sun. Let's see if we can open them up here right now. That'd be pretty cool for the channel. All right, we have River Darter, Frilled Death Spitter, love the dinosaurs, Sun-Crested Pterodon, Knights of the Stampede, dinosaur spells you cost 2 less. That's pretty nice. Recover, return target creature card, a little bit of recursion. Plummet, Gruesome Fate, Mutiny. Target creature an opponent controls deals damage equal to its power to another target creature that player controls. Very nice. Gleaming Barrier. Love this. Cleansing Ray. We have our land. Shake the Foundations. Oathsworn Vampire. What am I looking at here? Some kind of token, maybe for a set specific mechanic? You guys will have to let me know in the comments down below. And our rare for the pack is Storm the Vault. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal damage to a player, create a colorless treasure artifact token. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 5 or more artifacts, transform Storm the Vault into Vault of Catlacken. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Add blue to your mana pool for each artifact you control. Whoa! That's pretty cool. That actually would be really good in my Baxter Stockman TMNT artifact deck. It's the perfect colors and a big payoff for having artifacts. Very cool. Little piece of history there. Guys, if that's not worth a like on the video, I don't know what is. Thank you guys for hanging out with us today for this Magic the Gathering opening. But we're going to be moving right along into Foundations. Some really good cards that we could pull off from this. The two most valuable are Bloodthirsty Conqueror and Doubling Season. This set was released in November of 2024. And here we are a year and a half later, opening a booster pack. We've got an art card. Hopefully that's good luck. Erudite Wizard. Dazzling Angel. Firebrand Archer. Crypt Feaster. Apothecary Stomper. Big Fin Bouncer. Soul Shackled Zombie. Quick Draw Katana. Tragic Banshee. Twin Blade Blessing. Dwinin Guilt's Leaf Dane. Little elf anthem. And our rare for the back is Banner of Kinship. That is a great pull. My goodness. As this artifact enters, choose a creature type. This artifact enters with a fellowship counter on it for each creature you control of the chosen type. Creatures you control of the chosen type get +1/+1 for each fellowship counter on this artifact. That is a huge pull. Great anthem and really cool card. And then we have Prideful Parent in the foil slot. All right, well, Foundations giving us the best pack of the video so far. Love to see that. Those are probably the cards I'm the most familiar with, just because this year I've gotten really into Magic the Gathering Arena. And a lot of the decks that game starts you off with are from the Foundation set. So pretty cool. But now we are into another set that I am very unfamiliar with. That is Journey into Nyx. This set came out in May of 2014, the second oldest pack of the video. And the two big hits that we could pull from this are Mana Confluence and Dictate of Erebos, which is just a crippling card. So really excited to see what we pull from this pack. Let's go ahead and get on into it. All right, we have Aerial Formation, Satyr Hoplite, Laguna Band Trailblazer. Ooh, Oakheart Dryads. Love the art on that. Font of Return. A lot of enchantments in this set. Pin to the Earth. Ferris Band Thunderhoof with Heroic. It's kind of a cool magic mechanic. Gluttonous Cyclops. Oh my gosh, I love the art. Blood Crazed Hoplite. Oppressive Rays. Asara Tower Archer. Desperate Stand. Storm Chaser Chimera. Very cool. Dictate of Crufix. I feel like I've seen this card before. It's pretty good. Flash at the beginning of each player's draw step. That player draws an additional card. And then our land for the pack. Look at that token. Super cool. Forgive my ignorance. I'm not even sure how to tell with these older sets what the rarity on these cards are. So again, much help needed in the comments down below. You guys let me know what the best card of that pack was. But some cards I recognized and a lot that I didn't. Either way, to open up some of these older cards in the retro art is a lot of fun. And I am super stoked. Into Innistrad Midnight Hunt. This set released in September of 2021, and the biggest hit is by far the Meat Hook Massacre, a legendary enchantment that acts as removal and a drain piece. Really cool, and there's also some really good lands in here that can come in untapped. Let's go ahead and open it on up. All right, first we've got this beautiful art card here. Into, oh, I love the art on these swamps. I always wondered what set these specific lands came from. Apparently it's Midnight Hunt, so really cool swamp there. We've got Stolen Vitality. That is a very creepy artwork. I love it. Famished Foragers. Falconwrath Perforator. Sacred Fire. Some Boros removal. Purifying Dragon. Ooh, Covet Cutpurse. When Covet Cutpurse enters the battlefield, destroy target creature you don't control that was dealt damage this turn. It's got the disturb cost, and the backside is Covetous Geist. Very cool. We have another double-sided card here, Harvestide Infiltrator. Woo! Getting some spoilers on some of these cards here. And then we have a Werewolf. It would be so cool to build a Werewolf deck. We've got a rare, Visions of Ruin. Each opponent sacrifices an artifact. For each artifact sacrificed this way, you create a treasure token, and it does have flashback. Very cool. And then look at this artwork, folks. Graveyard Trespasser, second rare of the pack, Human Werewolf. It has ward, discard a card. Whenever Graveyard Trespasser enters the battlefield or attacks, exile up to one target card from a graveyard. Creature card was exiled this way. Each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. It has Daybound, which means that this card flips over into Graveyard Glutton. So cool. And then we've got a third rare of the pack, Denic Pious Apprentice. Cards in graveyards can't be the targets of spells or abilities. Very interesting. This also is a flip card here. It becomes a Spirit Soldier. And okay, it's got some Investigate shenanigans as well too. Bladebrand and Goblin Assassin. Look at the artwork on this. Wow. I wasn't expecting to see a card with this kind of artwork in this pack. Once again, forgive my ignorance, but very cool to see. And that was a lot of fun to open up. I actually have never experienced the day-night cycle magic mechanic before, so I would I need to study up on that in case I ever run into it. It doesn't seem like something that's too heavily supported. It might have actually just been set specific. Moving right along into a set that I am very familiar with, Spider-Man. This was my first Magic the Gathering set as a consumer. I had previously bought into Precon and played Commander and decided that I wanted to get involved, and then this set came out and I love Spider-Man. So haters gonna hate, but I had a lot of fun with this set, and it came out in September of 2025, not too long ago. Two biggest hits are Soulstone and the Multiversal Passage land. So clearly not a lot of value held up within the set, but Soulstone would be a crazy card. And even with all the Spider-Man that I opened, I have not opened the Soulstone. So let's see if we can do it here today on video. Why don't we? All right, starting off with our token and our bangers. Here we go. Robot token into a basic swamp, into Spider Islanders for our foil slot. And we got a rare. It is Urban Retreat. Interesting. Okay, so we have a try tap land here. Can tap for Bant. And that is going to be the rare for the pack. I will say, folks, sometimes that is how it goes with these Spider-Man packs. Molten Man Inferno Incarnate, Bagel and Schmear, Oscorp Research Team, Spider-Gwen Free Spirit, Swarm of Bees, Unstable Experiment, Lurking Lizards, City Pigeon, subway train. And that will do it for that pack. Maybe a bit underwhelming, but you know what? I still had a great time. With that, we are just over halfway done with our packs, but we still have Born of the Gods all the way back from 2014 towards the end of this video, so don't click away just yet. We've got Murders at Karlov Manor here. I really love the aesthetic on this set. I think that some of the mechanics like Disguise were really cool and Cloak, and I love the artwork. So let's go ahead and get on into it. We've got our art card here. Ooh, that's pretty. I love these full art lands so much from this set. We've got our foil slot, not on my watch, and that's going to lead us right to our rare of the pack, Cryptics. It's an artifact, tap, collect evidence 3, add 1 mana of any color, put an unlock counter on Cryptics, sacrifice Cryptics, surveil 3, then draw 3 cards. Activate only if Cryptics has 5 or more unlock counters. So pretty crazy amount of card advantage in just 1 card if you get it out early and start building it up. We have another rare for the pack, and it's going to be a commercial district. We got a surveil land. That's a big hit. We love to see these. So these lands are fetchable. They do come in tapped, but you get to surveil when they come in, which can help you to filter out the top deck of your library. Amazing. Love to see that. Red-green surveil land is awesome. Ooh, Frantic Scapegoat. That's a fun card. Goblin Mask Maker. Hotshot Investigators. Slime Against Humanity. This might actually be worth a pretty penny right now because this is one of the few cards in Magic for singleton formats that you can include multiple of in your deck, any number of them. And this card just shot up in popularity because of the new Primo commander that came out with the Secrets of Strixhaven commander product. So I would be interested to see what that card is currently valued at, even though it is a common, pretty cool card. Offender at Large. We got On the Job in the special treatment. Rot Farm, Mortipede, and Gadget Technician. That was a good pack. Getting the land in there is always nice, but then also finding that Slime Against Humanity, we'll have to check into that. Alrighty, up next we've got Duskmourn here. Really fun set. I like themed sets like Thunder Junction, Duskmourn, Aetherdrift, even though Aetherdrift wasn't received super well. I like it when a set of Magic has a really strong central theme. So here we go. We've got in our foil slot a room card. Got our basic lands, and then our rare, another land. Back-to-back lands in our packs. This one is a Verge. Super good land cycle. Can tap for black or red if you control a swamp or a mountain. So very nice. Good to see that there. Haunted Screen. Little mana rock. Patchwork Beastie. Sawblade Skin Ripper. Nowhere to Run. Anthropede. Vanish from Sight. Grasping Long Neck. Innocuous Rat. Cult Healer. Boiler Bilge's Ripper. And Fear of Surveillance. Very nice. Very cool. I forgot to mention that Duskmourn came out in September of 2024, so not that long ago. It's just crazy to go through and do a video like this where you get to subject yourself to so many different sets from across time. Cards change and develop and, you know, iterate so much between sets that it's wild when doing this all back to back to back, which is why opening this TMNT pack is going to be crazy. TMNT came out March 2026, just less than 2 months ago. And the 2 big hits that we're looking for are Super Shredder and Krang, Utrum Warlord. I would actually be really excited for Krang. But we've got Shredder's Revenge, Nobody, Punk Frogs, April O'Neil, Buzzbots, Oroku Saki Shredder Rising, Mutant Town Musicians, Rocksteady Crash Courser, Turtle Lair, Karai Future of the Foot, Donatello Turtle Techie. Our rare for the pack is going to be Ravenous Robots. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 colorless robot artifact creature token. Very good. Artifact decks love this creature. And then our foil slot is going to be a common Stomped by the Foot and an Escape Tunnel as our land. Pretty versatile little fetch land there. All right. 4 packs left to go, and our next one is Streets of New Capenna. I feel like I have heard negative sentiment regarding the set. However, it features some of the best Special treatment art, in my opinion. I really like the set. Had a lot of fun drafting this actually recently. This set came out in April of 2022. And the biggest hits that we can find here are the triomes, the tapped lands that come in and can tap for all 3 colors. So hopefully we can hit one of those here. But our first card is Broker's Veteran, Rafine's Informant, Chrome Cat, Witty Roastmaster. Roastmaster. That's a good card. Warm Welcome, Masked Bandits, Spara's Adjudicators, Skybridge Towers. Got a little excited there. Tap lands. Body Dropper. Cool artwork on that. Patch Up. Nice. There we go. There's some of that special treatment I was talking about. We got Quasar Augur of Agonies. Whenever you draw a card, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Sleep with the Fishes. And our rare for the pack is going to be Topiary Stomper. It's a plant dinosaur with vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and it can't attack or block unless you control 7 or more lands. So 3 mana, 4/4 with vigilance. Pretty good, and it ramps you a little bit. And then we have a little chat in our foil slot and our basic land. So not anything too crazy, but a fun set nonetheless. I actually really like Topiary Stomper. The artwork's cool. 3 packs, and we are up to Lorwyn Eclipsed. January of 2026, the return to a beloved plane. Our 2 big hits are going to be Chronicle of Victory and Hexing Squelcher, both of which I have opened before. Great cards. Have them in decks right now as we speak. The first card is going to be Brambleback Brute, Dream Caesar, Wanderwine Distractor, Liminal Hold, Dawn's Light Archer, Burning Curiosity, Chitinous Graspling, Unwelcome Sprite, Impolite Entrance, Chomping Changeling, Wretched Wretch. We got 2 rares in the pack. Goliath Daydreamer is going to be our first one. Some interesting shenanigans you can get up to with this card. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand, exile that card with a dream counter on it. Whenever this creature attacks, you may cast a spell from 1 card you own and exile with dream counters without paying its mana cost. And then we have Brigid Klaken's Heart, a double-sided card in the full art and foil. This is a great Kithkin commander with Gaia's Cradle on the back. Super cool, beautiful artwork. Happy to see that one in the foil. And then we have our full art Swamp. 2 rares, not bad. All right, folks, it is the moment that you've all been waiting for. Possibly one of the reasons that you clicked on this video. We have a pack from February of 2014, over 12 years old. The cards inside this pack have been waiting a very long time to be opened and revealed to the world, and I have the privilege of doing so here right now on the channel. Born of the Gods features a lot of gods in the set, as you can imagine, and came out in February of 2014. The 2 biggest pulls we could find are Phoenix, God of Deception, and Afara, God of the Polis. Want to give a huge shout out once again to MTG Gym over on Manapool for supplying us with the packs for today's video. Guys, please click the link in the description down below and go check out their store for all your Magic needs. They have a huge variety of singles at the best prices you can find, and they are an amazing guy who loves the game and really knows their stuff. So huge shout out. Follow them on Instagram. Let's get into this booster pack. All right, let's see it. You guys are gonna have to help me out in the comments. You already know. We have Retraction Helix. So return target creature gains return target online permanent to its owner's hand. Pretty interesting. Great Heart. Weight of the Underworld. The artwork on that's so sick. Setessan Oathsworn with Heroic. Excoriate? Oh gosh. Don't be mean in the comments. Reading's hard. Rise to the Challenge. Ferris Band Tromper. Asphyxiate. I know that one. Destroy target untapped creature. Fall of the Hammer. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to another target creature. Thassa's Rebuff. Vortex Elemental. Pinnacle of Rage. Arbiter of the Ideal. 6 mana, 4/5 flyer. When it becomes untapped, reveal top card of your library. If it's an artifact, creature, or land, you may put it onto the battlefield with a manifestation counter on it. That permanent is an enchantment in addition to its other types. Wow, that was a lot of text on a magic card there. Versus Revoke Existence, which is just some removal in the foil. Very nice. And our basic land. So that leads me to believe that Arbiter is probably our big hit card of the pack. Does a lot of stuff, but 6 mana is kind of tough to cheat out, especially in blue, but very cool. I need to, I would love to open more the packs of these older sets, man. These are the cards that I've been exposed to the least so far as I've been getting into Magic the Gathering and checking things out. And so it's really fun for me to open those up and read what they do. Last but not least, we've got a Secrets of Strixhaven pack here for you guys, the new and current set of Magic, the one that we have all been enjoying. Obviously, this came out this year, and the 2 biggest hits are going to be Emeritus of Woe, which has the very powerful spell Demonic Tutor on it, and Improvisation Capstone. It's a red spell with Paradigm, which means you get to cast it lots and lots of times to get free spells from your library. So let's see if we can open one of those right now. If not, I would also be pretty excited to see an Elder Dragon. We've got Pull from the Grave, Rehearsed Debater, Spellbook Seeker, Rubble Rouser, Wild Hypothesis, Imperious Ink Mage, Terrafractal, Eternal Student, Artistic Process, Lorwyn, Exchange Student, and our rare is actually going to be a Deathcap Glade. So a pretty cool land cycle here. Comes in untapped if you have 2 or more other lands. This specific one taps for black or green. And then we've got a Bitter Triumph from our Mystical Archive. One of the reasons opening this set is so much fun is your random Mystical Archive slot cards. We got a Pest Mascot in our foil slots and a Fields of Strife as our land. So Deathcap Glade, really good utility land. May not be the most flashy card to open from the set, but a good one nonetheless. So that is gonna do it. Ladies and gentlemen, I had so much fun today on the video. I hope you guys did as well. Thank you guys. Subscribe to the channel for more. I would like to start doing some deck tech videos, some draft videos, and even more pack openings for you guys like this one here. So it would mean a lot to me if you guys would share the channel with a friend, all of your Magic obsessed friends. Let's get them in, form this community, and keep having fun like we did today. Thank you guys again so much. We'll catch you guys in the next one.